On the path to finding true love, we don't always see our perfect match at first glance. Sometimes, a soft but persistent intuition in our hearts tells us that our current relationship may not be our final destination, even if we love our partner very much. Signs like different core values, incompatible future goals, and a lack of deep connection can serve as reminders that it may be time to make a wise and difficult decision. Stoicism, a timeless theory that focuses on accepting and adapting to the things that don't change in life, tells us to be realistic and logical in every situation, realizing that the person we're dating now isn't our perfect match. A conservative would see this not as a failure or loss, but as a chance to grow as a person. It's not about avoiding problems, it's about how we deal with and get past them. When you make the hard but right choice, you leave a relationship that wasn't meant to last. This frees you to grow as a person and makes your search for true love stronger. So let's dive into the world of Stoic philosophy and look at 7 signs that someone might not be the one for you, and that it's time to face the truth and make the right choice. Imagine someone has made a list of things they wish you would change about yourself. The list might not be written down anywhere, but the thought of it can make you think this person might not be right for you. People say love can make us better, which is true. But if someone wants you to change in a way that doesn't feel natural to you, it might not feel right. We all want to be loved just the way we are. But if they don't like the real you, the one who laughs too loud, is awkward around other people, or is clumsy, you might want to think about your relationship. A wise Stoic sage named Marcus Aurelius once said something that will always be useful. Accept the things that fate has tied you down and love the people that fate has brought you together, but do it with all your heart. This quote reminds us that we should love and accept our lives and the people in them, not try to change them. In a world where everyone is always trying to fit in and meet other people's expectations, real friendship doesn't come from trying to change each other. It comes from loving each other just the way we are, flaws and all. Finding someone who likes you for who you are, without any filters, is a valuable experience. The trip may take some time and self-reflection, but it's worth it. You should accept yourself as you are and look for someone who does the same. Real love is about growing together naturally and joyfully, without making lists of things you want to change, but with a mutual appreciation for each other's unique qualities. Number 2. You can't count on them. These days, being independent and taking charge is expected. We like to do things on our own and stand strong. No matter what our own journeys are, we all want a partner we can count on. Especially when things get rough, it can be hard to keep going. On those days, having someone by your side who supports and believes in you can lighten your mood and make a bad day a little better. This makes us happy. Wonder, can we count on them to be there during our toughest moments? The Stoics would say that it's in these moments we truly see the value of our relationships. This teaches us that even when we face challenges, having a partner who stands by us can help us respond with courage and keep moving forward. It's not just about being there during the good times, but showing up and standing strong together when the road gets tough. Number 3, you have different number 3 values. Have you ever stopped to consider if the person walking beside you holds the same things? Dear as you do, it's quite a challenge to find 2 people who see eye to eye on everything, especially when it comes to matters that truly matter. Yet when we ponder the grand scheme of life, it becomes crucial for both individuals to at least look in the same direction to share a common horizon. The path of companionship is strewn with obstacles, and it's a journey that demands both walkers to aim for a mutual destination. Imagine trying to walk together, yet each of you has a different end in mind. That journey would be fraught with confusion and strife, wouldn't it? Relationship experts often say that we should have open and honest conversations about important things like money, the meaning of intimacy, and other important issues right from the start. They warn that if we wait too long, these issues could become insurmountable problems that could end the relationship. eventually cause sadness when it comes to making important life choices. If there isn't harmony in your visions, whether it's marriage, having kids, or other big decisions, it could lead to an ASM between you that gets bigger over time as you wait for the other person to suddenly see things your way. Even worse, giving up your own views in order to bring people together is a sure way to be let down. If your core values and priorities aren't aligned, it will be harder to build a healthy relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Epicurus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life, and the only way to reach it is to ignore the things we can't change. In relationships, this means realizing and accepting that we can't change other people's feelings, beliefs, or priorities, but we can choose partners whose path we can walk. The fourth thing is that they can hear number 4, but not listen. Do you often feel like you're the one making all the changes while they stand firm? Is it hard for you to be heard and for your point of view to be understood? Just like sunlight is necessary for a flower to grow, communication is necessary for a relationship to thrive. It's not enough to just talk and listen. You have to really see each other with your eyes and your heart. You have to understand your partner's feelings as well as their words. Both partners should actively participate and show that they want to strengthen the bond between them. In any relationship, there will be arguments, but they shouldn't be the responsibility of just one person to settle. It takes a united effort to steer the ship through rough seas. If it seems impossible to get you both on the same page, you may be facing an emotional wall. Ignoring problems in the hopes that they'll go away on their own is like putting a bandage over an infection instead of fixing it. It only covers the symptoms and doesn't get to the root of the problem. If you want your relationship to truly thrive and last, your partner must not only recognize your needs, but also actively work to meet them. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. To put this into practice, it means finding joy in the shared journey of a relationship, working together in the present to solve problems and understand each other's needs, without only dwelling on what could have been or what should have been. This way, both partners can create a balanced and fulfilling future. Your number 5, gut feeling. What does your intuition tell you about this person? Do you often feel uneasy, like something doesn't quite fit in the journey of relationships? The moment we start to doubt the nature of our connection with another person is a clear sign that something is wrong. You can't ignore this nagging feeling that something is wrong. Maybe you've dreamed of a future with them. Imagine the sparkle of a diamond ring or the beauty of a wedding dress. But when you really think about being with them, there's a pause in your thoughts that makes your heart race, a feeling that something is wrong, a warning that not everything is going to be okay. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Recognize this, and you will find strength." This wise words remind us that even though we can't control every part of our relationships, we can listen to our inner voice and seek the truth within ourselves. If our inner voice tells us to be careful or uneasy, we have the strength to do so. Pay attention to these warnings and think about the way forward. Real wisdom lies in noticing these inner signs and having the guts to follow them, because that's how we honor our journey toward an honest life and 6 inches of peace inside. 6 comments that show they like you. When we're late, it seems like you're always to blame. It's like, you don't care about how I'm feeling. Does the fact that your partner is quick to blame sound familiar? It's pretty normal for couples to get stuck in a cycle of finding faults with each other. But let's think about whether this kind of pointing the finger is helpful or harmful. This bad behavior can hurt and push someone away, especially when even small mistakes are used to make hard judgments. John Gottman, a psychologist who has studied partners for over 40 years, says that people are always ready to blame you for even the smallest problems without listening to what you have to say. Constantly criticizing and attacking the other person's goals can quickly throw a relationship off track. Also, daily doses of disdainful comments like snide remarks can get in the way of a peaceful life. team members. Imagine what they would do in these situations. Stoicism is a way of thinking that can help you stay strong. Stoicism tells us to think about our own actions and reactions instead of other people's actions or criticisms. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Ask yourself this question whenever you are about to find fault with someone. Which of my flaws is most like the one I'm about to criticize?" This powerful reflection makes us think about our own flaws before pointing fingers at others. When we practice Stoicism, we learn the value of understanding and empathy, and we realize that the way to harmony is not through blame, but through mutual respect and self-improvement. Your end number 7. No one can tell has a close friend or family member ever suggested that you might want to think twice about spending time with someone. It's true that this is your life and you're in charge of making the big decisions that shape it, but the people closest to you often see things from a different angle than you do because they've been with you for a long time and know you in ways that you don't. They're giving you advice because they care about you and understand you deeply. If they're pushing you to rethink a choice, it might be because they've noticed something that doesn't quite sit right. Before you brush off their concerns as annoying, it's helpful to stop and try to see things from their point of view. Marcus Aurelius once said that the happiness of your life rests on the quality of your thoughts. The Stoics remind us of how important these kinds of reflections are. This piece of knowledge says that we can live a fuller, more meaningful life if we take a moment to think about the worries and thoughts of those who care about us. They're not trying to get in the way, but rather want to help us avoid problems. Taking the time to understand their point of view not only shows respect for the relationship, but also improves the way we make decisions, making them more in line with the Stoic ideal of living a calm and thoughtful life. With that, we conclude our talk. Conclusion. Today, I want you to take a moment to think about your life's journey. May bring you trials, even in the strongest bonds. Does this mean you made the wrong choice? No, it doesn't. Every relationship is different and has its own ups and downs. Storms that are caused by specific events usually go away on their own over time. But if a storm keeps coming back, it might be best to have an honest conversation to find out what's causing it through a Stoic lens. Every bump in the road in love teaches us something important that makes us stronger and more resilient. Recognizing and understanding that not all relationships end in happiness is a key part of keeping a rational mind, peaceful and strong, making it possible for you to have a more satisfying connection in the future. Please share your thoughts, experiences, or advice in the section below. If this topic speaks to you, please show your support with a like and share this message with others. Thank you for being here today. Stay healthy, and I look forward to our next exchange.